Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I'm going to attempt, bear with me, as I try to explain why my name is Grandma So, S-E-W, happy. And it doesn't entail just sewing. This is part of it. This is something, as my journey went along, bear with me as I try to say this, I am so simply blessed. Now, did I always feel that way? I will explain. So as things were sewn together, again, I will explain why. This is another piece. It shows that as things are sewn together in life, it makes changes. So, love grows best in little houses with fewer walls to separate. Where you eat and sleep so close together, you can't help but communicate. And if we had more room between us, think of all we'd miss. Love grows best in houses just like this. So, this is where part of my story is. Years ago, I went through two really life-altering situations that not only hit me, but hit my family. And it took me on a whirlwind. All I could see was the situation. All I could see what was going on. And I think when we look at things and we just see what's right before us, like this, we can't see the beauty of things around. And so on this journey, it started 13 years ago. I couldn't even say I was precious. Can you believe that? To be 40-some years old and not say you were precious? That took me on a journey. And so then, roll time forward. Then I went through some other things that I was part of that really taught me I'm not the only one. And so as I see the beauty of things, so where does Grandma So, S-E-W, happy, come into play? And Homestead. I want us to read a verse, and people of faith, please ride along with, kind of go along with my story here, because it's not just about my faith, but my faith is very much part of it, and how the Lord took me through this. And if you hear of a baby in the background, we have a little visitor today. Sorry. So it says, give the Lord your weakness, and he will give you his strength. So true. Because I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be attempting to be a YouTube or attempt the projects some of them I do, even though the projects I did 40 years ago. I want to read Exodus 15:26. For I am the Lord who heals you. He's the one that healed me. He's the one that can heal you. Psalm 147:2. He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. Boy, if you knew me and still know me today, he bandaged my wounds. My body was probably encased in it. I probably only had my eyeballs showing, my nose, and my mouth at one time. Then it says, so through that journey of things, and as I found healing, and as I was daring to step out, you see, once I could look beyond this, I started to see the days different. I got to see with new glasses. And in that journey, I found joy and happiness. So, Psalms 118:24. This is the day which the Lord has made. We will rejoice in it. You may hear me in different pieces of my video. I'm going to say, I'm just so happy for today. I woke up today. Or if you see a post of, wow, I can hear an appreciation for things. I think so many times in life, and I know for me, I just get busy. I get busy, so busy. I've raised 4 children, had different people in my home. I have 5 grandchildren. I'm like an adopted grandma to people. I'm like an adoptive mom to many. My house was full. I did daycare, full, busy, 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 busy. I had to work out of our home for a time. And so in all this busyness, I think I kind of just get caught up in the busyness and then the stuff of life. And you know what? I wasn't always a happy person. I tried to be happy. I tried 2 different things. But you know, when we try with my own strength, it doesn't work. And when these situations happened, it was almost like a fire and losing everything and having to start over. I was scared. I thought, oh my goodness, how I'm going to do this. How am I going to? And yet, it's amazing how God has had me share my story. People ask, where does my joy come from? What does the word joy mean? It's a state of happiness and bliss. You know, I'm not perfect, but in my heart, I have happiness and I have a state of bliss like I didn't have before. I don't want to. For so many years, those situations, I think, still stole my joy. And in the Bible, it talks about how Satan will use things to steal our joy. Well, you know what? I want to live to be 99 and 100 because I want to get back life. I want to enjoy life. And so at the beginning of my video here, when it showed Simply Blessed and that picture, those were actually a gift from my daughter-in-law, my son. And she had actually told my daughter, this is how your mom, this speaks your mom. This speaks her heart. And you know, I could cry because at one time this wasn't me. So, what is happy? Happy is showing joy, contentment, delight, carefree, beaming, favorable. I am favorable, you are favorable because the Lord loves you. And fortunate. I am fortunate. I am fortunate to have today. I am fortunate if I'm given tomorrow. I'm fortunate that I get to be called grandma. I'm fortunate because I get to be called mom or friend. And so in my fortunate, I believe God has sent me on this journey of appreciating things. So when it says S-E-W, you know, when you're making something and you might be doing some kind of craft or sewing something, I used to sew so much. Well, I can't do a lot of that anymore. I have fibromyalgia, I have rheumatoid arthritis, I have osteoarthritis, I have carpal tunnel, and I have autoimmune things, chronic fatigue, just a lot of things. And the chronic fatigue, we're still trying to check. But the thing is, okay, so I have these things, but am I going to let them hold me down? No. So I'm trying to find joy, trying to find happiness. And if you're one that struggles with these things, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for what you're going through. Or if you've had a day that or a situation that has been tough, I just want to tell you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can put on that new set of glasses and see things different. The other thing I wanted to share is, so in this journey, God has given my daughter and I a vision of a homestead. Right now I live in a home and have a yard of almost an acre. And so, am I always going to be here? I don't know. I got this just in my heart and in my spirit of a homestead. And so I'm waiting for that to see, where is that homestead going to be? What's it going to look like? So in the journey, we are picking up those skills that for a long time we didn't do. Learning to prep, learning to have things ready for that tough day. Learning to, or getting back into canning. Not learning, but I am learning to can things I never canned before. So I'm taking, you might see my daughter in the videos. She comes along with me. We've done some projects with my grandchildren. That has been a little different, so please still follow me, my journey. My grandchildren, I can't always show all their pictures, but they pop in and out. And so my journey in this is now a single woman for the last how many years, and really many years, most of the last 29 years. I've walked out, raising my family, doing projects on my home, so you'll see videos of me trying to fix something. I've done electrical, so many things here over the years. But you know what? A home still needs repair. So that's kind of what I'm coming from. That's where the name So Happy comes from, is when things are sewn back together. When you sew it and something's ripped and it's sewed back together, sometimes for fun you add a spice of color. Well, that might be the spice of canning, the spice of repair, the spice of just enjoying life, the spice of going on a road trip and enjoying life. You'll see the road trips, I'm not driving because I don't have a car right now. Now, a lot of people would say, how can you do that? You don't have a car. Aren't you frustrated? Aren't you angry? Aren't you mad? No, I have joy. I am happy. I'm really, really happy because I'm here. I'm today. So that's a little piece of my story of how I was sewn back together, given a new vision of life, to have my heart so happy. So come along and see how things are sewn back together in my life, like a quilt. I don't have a quilt, but like this, all the different squares. Life would be pretty boring if we weren't all sewn together as beautiful pieces of artwork. So hope you have a great and amazing day. And sorry for the little baby in the background. My daughter's helping me. The little guy we watch. And so, yes, adjustment. Wow. All of a sudden now, every day, there's this little guy, and how our home gets to be blessed with that. So we have daycare, we have projects, we are gardening we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing all kinds of things and have done some things. So thank you for taking time and listening to my video, and I will try to get more videos up. I don't have a computer. I don't have a lot of equipment, just my phone. But with that, we're going to be amazing. So have an amazing day and be happy, because you know what? Life's amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. So, see you later.